Hey, little disclaimer, this is going to be a tutorial for tumbling. This video is the first of 5 videos. I'll show you each week the different stage that we get to. The last video will be what they actually look like at the end. Hopefully some of the steps I go through and some of the mistakes I make might be something you can learn from too. They may get a little bit repetitive. Anyway, for the next 5 weeks, that's going to be tumbling. Sorry to people who aren't into the tumbling. Hopefully it's somewhat enjoyable. Yeah, so here we go. Tumbling agate tutorial part 1. So this is going to be my second batch of tumbling rocks. I'm going to try and make it quicker than my first one. This is all from one rock. I believe it's like a agate sort of thing. It was relatively big. This isn't all the pieces, but these are the pieces I want to tumble. They've got some nice blacks in there. This was from when I first started collecting rocks, and which was years ago. Probably it almost be 7-8 years now. There's little bits of red and that caramel looking stuff in there. They're kind of bigger bits. Hopefully they're not too big for the tumbler. I don't know what that means, if I need to tumble it longer. These ones I had already tried to shape on just a normal grinding wheel. This one's a cool one. It's transparent in parts. This is one I found from Tasmania. It's a red jasper and there is some hematite in there, I'm pretty sure. This next one, the glassy thing. But I just want to see how it reacts to tumbling. It is pretty brittle, so hopefully I don't just end up with breakages and everything like that, but it's got some cool lines and stuff in there. It's just a little sample piece, a bit of a indicator rock, just to find out what's out there and see how it tumbles. That's the rocks that I'm going to be putting in this next batch. Okay, so they're all in the barrel. Now, the reason why I did use all from the same rock is because I know that they're all going to be the same hardness. When you're tumbling, you want to make sure that you have rocks of all the same hardness on the most hardness scale. I've just filled it out with these plastic pellets. All right, so we've got that in there. You want to fill that with water, just to keep going. Enough water? Yep. Just about there. So that's, I think, around about 2/3. So you want it to be 2/3. The water just sort of peeking through there. Next thing you want to use, or that I use, is this 80 grit silicon carbide. So I'm gonna put, this is a 3-pound tumbler, this one here, so I'm gonna put 1 tablespoon of this grit per pound. There you go, that stuff's in there, nice and shiny looking stuff. Next thing you wanna do is you wanna make sure this is all clean. I've cleaned my barrel. You wanna make sure the lip and around the edge of that is clean. You want to make sure there's a nice good seal in there. Cap. And you put the nut on. This is for the Lawton 3A tumbler. Yeah, I'm going to put that on for 1 week, 7 days. And then we'll open it up and show you the next step. Alright, let's see what they look like. I'm gonna get these washed up. Okay, I don't know what's happened, but I have like this down the bottom, it's thick. It's like all of the, what's happening? It doesn't seem like they've been smoothed out at all because it's all collected down the bottom. That's some of them there. They've been tumbled a little bit, but the grit collected all down the bottom. Why? This looks like a fail. I've done something wrong. It all sedimented down to the bottom. It shouldn't look like that. Look at that. You can see it's not fully started to shape those stones. Why does it look like that? It didn't look like that last time. Oh, Evie. I'm gonna have to run it again. Oh, well, this is why we learn from making mistakes, guys. So some of them did tumble. They are a little bit more smoothed out. There's a bit more color and stuff that you can make out of it. It does look cool. I think, see what I did last time is I didn't add these in the first round, and maybe that's sort of, yeah, see they're not, there should be a lot more shape than this, and this is an important round because at least the first grit is meant to do the main part of the shaping. They're being shaped a little bit, but no, look, to be safe, I'm gonna go it again. I had these in for 7 nights, 8 nights. It's a bit frustrating. The difference from this time to last time was fairly great. All right, well, it's a learning process. Definitely a learning process. So I think I might run this batch again without the plastic pellets in there and let the rocks really work each other. I'll still put the same amount of grit in, but I do have a feeling that that might have been a cause for it all to clump at the bottom. It shouldn't have done that. I mean, that I've experienced and from what I've heard. They do look prettier though. All right, back in they go for round 1, part 2. Yay. I'm gonna give these guys another run and wait another week. I tell you what, they'll be shaped nicely if it works this time. Okay, I'll let you know.